Hey guys, how's it going? It's Philip with Trade Genius. Wanted to do a short video on what are atomic swaps. You might have heard of this term in regards to cryptocurrencies. So kind of want to just get into it a little bit and explain kind of the basics of what an atomic swap is. So the idea behind an atomic swap is that you can take, let's say, Litecoin, and you could trade directly with somebody for Bitcoin, and you could do it without having to go through an exchange or a third party. So what happens is that I would say, okay, Bob, I want to send you 10 Litecoin. In exchange, I want the current going rate for Bitcoin back, and he wants some Litecoin. So it's a direct swap. What it would involve is a contract, and basically the contract would handle taking both sides of the exchange or the trade, if you will. And once both sides have put in the agreed to amounts, then it releases the currency to their appropriate wallets. So it's either all or nothing. Either both sides put in the agreed to amounts, or the transaction doesn't happen. If one side puts it in, the other side has cold feet, doesn't want to do it, there would be a mechanism where it would time out after a while, and then you'd get your coin back. So you can do that with a contract, and certain blockchains have interoperability in regards to that. So for example, using the script language, Litecoin, I think Decred, another token, and Bitcoin, you could do such things as atomic swaps. Those are called on-chain atomic swaps. Okay, so the chains have the ability to interact with each other. The other way to do it would be off-chain, and that would involve something like the Lightning Network. And the Lightning Network would be like kind of a side chain or a side channel where things could transact. Lightning Network is trying to do things where it can speed up the transaction times of, say, even Litecoin or Bitcoin to just seconds, if not faster. But you could do a transaction on the side chain, but that would be called an off-chain atomic swap. So the advantages to an atomic swap is that, for one, you don't have to worry about a third-party exchange. So normally you'd have to go onto an exchange currently, like say Poloniex or Bitfinex if you're outside the US, or Bittrex, and you'd have to, put your coin up and exchange it for some coin there. The downside to exchanges is that you have to upload your coins to that exchange, and you technically at that point aren't really in control of the keys. You have the right to your coin and to move it around and trade it and do what you want and withdraw it, but it's out of your possession. Whereas atomic swaps would allow a trustless means of exchange, so you never would have to give up the ownership of the keys for the coins that you have, the cryptocurrency that you have. So that's something that kind of in a nutshell explains atomic swap. It gets a little technical as far as how it all works, but you could see that becoming more mainstream as things progress. And I think decentralized exchanges are in the future. In fact, probably what you might see is the current mode of exchanges where they're centralized start looking at transitioning out of a centralized mode and into a decentralized type of setup. And there's other protocols and things in the works for that. But atomic swap is one way of doing that. And again, that's just kind of a direct trade with another entity or another person, and it doesn't require another third-party exchange. So that's an atomic swap. Hope that helped, and we'll be out with more videos later in the week. So take care, guys. Bye.